San Diego Padres versus Miami Marlins. On Tuesday, the San Diego Padres, 54-45 second NL West, play Game 2 of a 3-game series on the road in South Florida against the Miami Marlins, 46-52 third NL East. San Diego defeated the Washington Nationals 8-1 on Sunday. The Padres have won 5 of the last 7 and trail first-place Los Angeles in the National League West by 3.5 games. Miami lost to the Kansas City Royals 7-4 on Sunday, snapping a 4-game winning streak by the Marlins. Miami trails first-place Philadelphia in the National League East by 9.5 games. San Diego will play without 3 pitchers. Miami will play without 6 pitchers, as well as position players Griffin Conine and Connor Norby. The San Diego Padres are 16th in both batting average at .247 and on-base percentage at .317, while 24th in both runs scored with .400 and slugging percentage at .377. Manny Machado has been San Diego's most productive hitter with 23 doubles, 18 home runs, and 60 RBI. Machado leads San Diego in each of the 3 categories. Fernando Tatis Jr. is second in home runs with 60, and Gavin Sheets is second in RBI with 51. San Diego has hit 144 doubles, 12 triples, and 86 home runs for a total of 242 extra base hits in 99 games, showing solid production throughout the lineup. On the mound, San Diego is 4th in batting average against at .229, 5th in ERA at 3.61, 9th in WHIP at 1.23, and 20th in quality starts with 30. Nick Pivetta leads San Diego in wins with 10 and ERA for starters at 2.81. Dylan Cease leads the Padres in strikeouts with 139. San Diego had not yet announced its starting pitcher for Tuesday's matchup against the Miami Marlins. The Miami Marlins are 9th in batting average at 253, while 19th in each of the following: runs scored with 423, on-base percentage at 315, and slugging percentage at 392. Kyle Stowers leads Miami in both home runs with 21 and RBI with 59. Agustin Ramirez is second in home runs with 14, and Otto Lopez is second in RBI with 52. Miami has only 3 players with 44 or more RBI, highlighting a lack of offensive depth beyond the top contributors. Miami has hit 165 doubles, 16 triples, and 90 home runs for 271 extra base hits in 98 games. On the mound, Miami is 22nd in WHIP at 1.32, 24th in both ERA at 4.57 and batting average against at .252, while 30th or last in quality starts with 18. Ronnie Henriquez leads Miami in wins with 6, though he has yet to fully establish himself as a long-term rotation piece. Miami will hand the ball to Edward Cabrera on Tuesday. This season, the right-hander is 3-4 with a 3.61 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, and 86 strikeouts over 62.1 innings. Cabrera's strikeouts lead the Marlins and showcase his ability to miss bats, especially with his electric fastball and nasty changeup. San Diego has the 5th best ERA in Major League Baseball, showcasing consistent production from both their rotation and bullpen, while Miami ranks 24th, reflecting persistent pitching struggles. The total has finished over in 5 of San Diego's last 7 road games against the Marlins, and in 4 of San Diego's last 5 overall versus Miami, a trend fueled by Miami's inconsistent arms. Miami's starting pitcher has been unreliable recently, failing to get past the 5th inning in his last 3 starts, and their bullpen hasn't fared much better, holding a 4.03 ERA with multiple blown saves. San Diego's bullpen, meanwhile, has been dependable with a 3.19 ERA, anchoring their strong second-half pitching performance. Given these trends and disparities, expect a high-scoring affair once again. San Diego has won 5 of its last 7 games overall, and the Padres have taken 7 of the last 10 head-to-head matchups versus Miami, showing a clear recent advantage in the series. While the Marlins have played well of late, winning 4 of their last 5 games, they enter this one with question marks on the mound. particularly with Edward Cabrera returning to the rotation after being pulled on July 12th. His last outing on July 11th was forgettable, as he allowed 8 hits and 4 runs in just 4 innings during a 5-2 loss. The Marlins have struggled to find stability with their pitching all season, ranking last in the majors in quality starts, 18, and sitting 24th in team ERA, 4.57, which puts added pressure on their offense to produce. Meanwhile, the Padres' pitching staff has quietly been one of the league's most efficient, ranking 5th in team ERA, 3.61, and 9th in WHIP, 1.23, suggesting they can control the pace of this matchup. San Diego also has the edge in bullpen reliability and has shown an ability to manufacture runs in key spots, especially against subpar pitching. With their recent momentum and strong edge on the mound, the Padres look poised to continue their dominance over Miami in this series opener. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is San Diego Padres ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Los Angeles Angels versus New York Mets. It's the middle game of a 3-game interleague series between teams on opposite sides of the playoff cut line on the diamond in the Big Apple, as the Los Angeles Angels travel to take on the New York Mets Tuesday night, and Los Angeles won the rubber game of a 3-game interleague series on the road against the Phillies Sunday afternoon, prevailing 8-2. New York avoided a sweep at the hands of the Reds at home over the weekend as they prevailed 3-2 Sunday afternoon. Los Angeles took the rubber game of their 3-game set with the Phillies on the road to win for the 4th time in 6 games Sunday. The Angels entered Monday 49-50 and stood 4th in the AL West, 8 games behind the Astros for the top spot. They were 4 games behind the Mariners and Red Sox, who were tied for the final 2 wildcard spots in the American League. Against Philadelphia, Los Angeles wrapped out 13 hits as Lamonte Wade Jr. Run, RBI, led the way with 3. Zach Neto, 3 runs RBI, Taylor Ward, 4 RBI, and Jorge Soler each added a pair in the contest. Wade Jr., his second, went deep in the win for the Angels. Jose Soriano, 7-7, earned the win as he threw 7 innings, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts before handing things off to the bullpen. Kyle Hendricks takes the ball for the Angels as he makes his 19th start of the year in this contest. He is 5-6 with a 4.88 ERA, a 1.292 WHIP, 24 walks and 65 strikeouts over 96 innings of work on the year. Hendricks didn't factor in the decision in his last start, which came against the Rangers at home back on July 8th. He threw 3.2 innings, allowing 5 runs, 4 earned, on 6 hits with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts in an 11-8 Angels triumph. In his last 3 starts, Hendricks has no record with a 5.14 ERA, a 1.14 WHIP, 1 walk, and 10 strikeouts over 14 innings of work. Hendricks makes his 8th career start against the Mets in this contest. He is 4-1 with a 2.75 ERA, a 1.144 WHIP, 11 walks and 37 strikeouts over 39.1 innings of work against them. Hendricks is 3-0 with a 2.83 ERA, a 1.012 WHIP, 8 walks and 25 strikeouts over 28.2 innings in 5 career starts at Citi Field. New York had dropped 3 straight and 5 of 7 before hanging on for the win in the finale of their 3-game set Sunday against the Reds. The Mets entered Monday 56-44 and stood second in the NL East, half a game behind the Phillies for the top spot. They owned the second wild card spot in the National League playoff picture. Against Cincinnati, New York finished with 7 hits, though no player had more than 1 in the game. The Mets overcame, going 2 of 10 with runners in scoring position and left 8 runners on base in the contest. David Peterson didn't factor in the decision as he threw 6 innings, allowing 1 run, none earned, on 4 hits with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Edwin Diaz, 5-0, blew the save, but earned the win as he threw 1/3 of an inning, allowing no runs on 1 hit with 1 walk, a hit batter, and 1 strikeout. Ryan Stanek worked a scoreless 9th, allowing 1 hit with no walks or strikeouts for his 2nd save. Frankie Montas gets the call for the Mets as he logs his 5th start of the year in this contest. He is 2-1 with a 5.03 ERA, a 1.169 whip, 4 walks, and 17 strikeouts over 19.2 innings of work against them. Montas earned the win in his last start, which came against the Royals on the road July 12th. He threw 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits with no walks and 5 strikeouts in a 3-1 Mets victory. In his last 3 starts, Montas is 2-1 with a 6.75 ERA, a 1.16 whip, 1 walk, and 12 strikeouts over 14.2 innings of work. Montas makes his 18th career appearance, 15th start, against the Angels in this contest. He is 4-3 with a 2.57 ERA, a 1.143 whip, 26 walks, and 85 strikeouts over 77 innings of work. Montas is 1-0 with a 4.63 ERA, a 1.114 whip, 4 walks and 9 strikeouts over 11.2 innings of work in 3 career appearances, 2 starts, at Citi Field. The Mets have had their problems over the last 6 weeks or so, but still find themselves right in the thick of the NL East race. Their issue is that their starting pitching has been ravaged by injuries. Kodai Senga missed time earlier in the year, while Griffin Canning and Sean Manaea are on the shelf. Montas has made just 4 starts, and it's a safe bet that the Mets will be targeting pitching help before next week's deadline. Hendricks hasn't been overwhelming, but he is a solid back-of-the-rotation guy. The Angels pushed back in the AL wildcard chase, as they have turned things around despite injuries to key personnel. New York is the better team, but their inconsistency is concerning. Give the edge to the visitors here. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Los Angeles Angels ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Athletics versus Texas Rangers. The Athletics and Rangers continue their 3-game series in Arlington on Tuesday night. The Athletics are in last place in the AL West Division, while the Rangers are in the middle of the pack with just over 2 months left in the regular season. The pitching matchup in Game 2 of the series will feature a bullpen game for the Athletics, while the Rangers will counter with All-Star Jacob deGrom, 9.2, 2.32. The Athletics head into Arlington after losing 2 of 3 games to the Guardians in Cleveland over the weekend. The teams split the first 2 games of the series, with the Guardians taking Game 1 by the score of 8-6, and the Athletics bouncing back with an 8-2 win on Saturday. In the finale, the Guardians closed with an 8-2 win over the A's to take the series. Rookie Nick Kurtz led the A's with 2 doubles and an RBI in the loss. The Athletics have fallen hard after flirting with the 500 mark halfway through May. They are now close to 20 games below 500 and are 8 games behind the 4th-place Angels in the AL West Division. They'll turn to a bullpen game on Tuesday night as the team tries to fill in with a rotation struggling through injury. As a team, the Athletics have an ERA of 5.22, and opponents are hitting over .260 against them. They have also given up 132 home runs as a team this season, which continues to be a major concern. The Athletics will likely go 4 or 5 pitchers deep on Tuesday night in Arlington. The Texas Rangers aren't out of things just yet this season. The Rangers took 2 of 3 games from the Tigers over the weekend, failing to get the sweep following a narrow 2-1 loss on Sunday night. The Rangers were particularly effective on the mound, holding the Tigers to just 3 total runs over the 3-game series, a testament to their improved pitching. They've now given up just 9 runs in their last 5 games overall. On Sunday, starter Jacob Latz allowed 6 hits and just 1 run in 5 solid innings of work, keeping his team competitive throughout. The Rangers came into Monday night's series opener with a record of 50-50 with 62 games left in the regular season. They'll try to continue their winning ways on Tuesday night when All-Star Jacob deGrom takes the mound. deGrom is 9-2 on the season in 19 starts, including 11 quality starts. He has an ERA of 2.32 and a WHIP of 0.91. While walking just 24 and striking out 113, he has given up 78 hits in 112.1 innings of work and allowed 13 home runs. In his last start, a 5-4 loss in 11 innings at Houston, DeGrom went 6 innings and allowed 4 hits and 2 runs while striking out 8. The loss wasn't pinned on him as the bullpen faltered late. At home this season, DeGrom is 5-2 with an ERA of 1.95 in 10 games, consistently giving his team a chance to win. With playoff implications looming and momentum building, Tuesday's matchup is a crucial one for both DeGrom and the Rangers as they try to climb above 500. The Rangers have held the opposition to just 9 total runs over their last 5 games, showcasing strong pitching and improved defensive play. They have gone under the total in 4 of those 5 contests, continuing a trend of low-scoring outcomes. Texas has also gone under the number in 3 of Jacob deGrom's last 5 starts, further emphasizing their tendency to play tight games when he takes the mound. With the A's struggling offensively, those trends should hold up again on Tuesday night. The Rangers have their ace on the hill on Tuesday night against the Athletics, giving them a distinct advantage from the outset. The Athletics, on the other hand, will be deploying a bullpen game, which often leads to inconsistency and puts pressure on every arm that takes the mound. The Rangers are playing solid baseball right now and are coming off a statement series win over the AL's top team, the Detroit Tigers. That momentum should carry into this matchup. Texas has won 3 of Jacob deGrom's last 5 starts, and the former Cy Young winner continues to show elite command and strikeout ability when healthy. At home, the Rangers have been formidable, posting a 28-20 record at Globe Life Field this season, while the A's have underperformed in night games, sitting at just 28-38 under the lights. The Rangers also rank near the top of the league in slugging and OPS at home, while Oakland's offense remains one of the least productive units in baseball. This series is crucial for the Rangers to stay in the postseason conversation, especially with a tight race shaping up in the AL wildcard standings, given the lopsided pitching matchup, the home field advantage, and Texas's offensive depth. This is a very winnable series that the Rangers must capitalize on, and it starts with a commanding performance on Tuesday. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Texas minus 1.5. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Minnesota Twins versus Los Angeles Dodgers, the Houston Astros, 57-42, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, 50-50, will play their second of a 3-game interleague series. The first game was played late on Monday night. This is the only series played between these teams this season. Houston will start Framber Valdez, 2.75 ERA, while Arizona sends out Eduardo Rodriguez, 5.94 ERA. The Houston Astros began the second half of the season on the road against their division rivals, but lost 2 of 3 in Seattle against the Mariners. They needed to win the final game to avoid the sweep, taking the final outing 11-3. They still hold a 4-game lead over the Mariners, who sit in second in the AL West. In Sunday's win, Victor Caratini had 3 hits and 3 RBIs from his spot as the DH. Caratini is a 31-year-old in his second season with the team. He has bounced around the majors, playing with the Cubs, Padres, and Brewers before landing in Houston. He is a catcher, but has taken the DH spot and has been batting third in the lineup recently. Caratini has 10 home runs and 36 RBIs on the season, while batting point .272 at the plate. Christian Walker hit a go-ahead home run in the 6th inning to create a lead that Houston did not relinquish. He bats 4th as their first baseman and is now up to 13 home runs and 50 RBIs on the season. Isaac Paredes is their top home run hitter, but he will miss this game as he is on the 10-day IL with a hamstring injury. Framber Valdez will make his 20th start as a 31-year-old left-hander. He has a 10-4 record, but the team has won in all of his last 12 starts. His ERA is 2.75 and has added 125 strikeouts against 41 walks. In his last start, Valdez pitched 6 scoreless innings and struck out 10 in a win over Texas. The Arizona Diamondbacks have started the second half of the season on fire as they came out and swept the Cardinals at home. Arizona outscored St. Louis 22-7 in the series, but still sit just 4th in the difficult NL West. They are 8 games behind the division-leading Dodgers and are 4.5 games out of the final wild-card spot in the NL. In Sunday's game, Eugenio Suarez hit 2 home runs in the 5-3 win over the Cards. At 34 years old, Suarez is having one of the best seasons of his career and leads all of Major League Baseball with 85 RBIs. Suarez was an all-star this season and is also 3rd in the league in home runs with 35. Suarez had a long career in Cincinnati before playing 2 seasons with the Mariners and is now in his 2nd year in Arizona, where he has been batting 5th as their 3rd baseman. Corbin Carroll had 2 hits on Sunday. He is their leadoff hitter and has added 21 home runs and 48 RBIs, while typically taking his spot out in right field. Geraldo Perdomo is having a strong season at shortstop. He leads the team with 99 hits and 15 stolen bases, while batting .272 from the 3rd spot in the lineup. Eduardo Rodriguez will make his 17th start of the season as a 32-year-old left-hander. He has a 3-6 record with the team losing in each of his last 3 starts. His ERA is 5.94 to go with 34 strikeouts against 13 walks. In his last start, Rodriguez gave up 4 earned runs in 4 innings in a loss to the Padres. The Diamondbacks may be playing well recently, but the trends heavily favor the Astros in this one. Houston is starting Valdez, which is almost a guaranteed recipe for success lately. The Astros have won a ridiculous 12 straight games with Valdez on the mound, and he just struck out 10 in a scoreless performance against the Rangers. Things have not been going so well for the D-backs with Rodriguez on the mound, as they have lost in each of his last 3 starts. In one of those losses, he gave up 8 runs to the Royals before being pulled after just a few innings. The Astros are the class of the AL West and will get yet another win with Valdez on the mound in this favorable spot. The Astros will be able to control this game with Valdez on the mound, which will slow down the scoring punch from Arizona. The D-backs got hot against St. Louis, but they did not face a pitcher who is on a run quite like Valdez. 3 of his last 4 starts, he held his opponents scoreless, and will have a similar performance here against Arizona. Valdez has also improved his command and efficiency, allowing fewer base runners while consistently going deep into games, which should further limit Arizona's offensive rhythm. Rodriguez is on the mound for the D-backs. He has held his opponent to 1 or fewer runs in 3 of his last 5 games and has looked sharp despite Arizona's inconsistencies. He's been particularly effective when he gets ahead in the count early. This will be a low-scoring battle in the desert, with pitching dominating the narrative and run production likely coming at a premium throughout the contest. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Houston Astros ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.